Today we're going to talk a little bit about turning your partner on with the power of teasing. Hey, it's Alex with Revolutionary Sex. Today I want to give you a quick sex tip. It's ultra easy, ultra simple, works great, and it's a way of incorporating teasing into your lovemaking with your partner. Now, teasing is a really nice little addition to your sexual repertoire for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's a great way to build arousal. There is something about teasing that works to turn your partner on. It's one of those things that we're just sort of pre-wired with. It's, you know, the tease and strip tease. It's not just, you know, tear your clothing off. And there's about, you know, an infinite number approximately of ways that you can incorporate teasing into your lovemaking. This is just one little simple thing if you want to get started with the idea of it. Basically, all teasing is a matter of 2 steps forward and 1 step back. So as you're kind of escalating, you move a little bit off. And this is no different. And this one is just the simple 1 to 10 game. You may have even heard it before. And I'll wrap it up with a little piece about how to use it most effectively. And it basically works like this. If you're a man, during intercourse, you would thrust 10 times, but the first 9 times would be shallow and the 10th time deep. And then 8 times shallow, twice deep, and so on. So it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And as you do that, you'll probably get the response of, oh, and then, oh. And what this does is she begins to feel this additive property as you're going slowly. It's fewer and fewer shallow and more deep, and she feels herself getting closer and closer to orgasm, but can't quite get there because you're not giving her quite enough to get there. If you're a woman listening to this, you could do exactly the same thing with oral sex, with 9 licks and 1 deep into your mouth, and then 8 and 2. But you can do this about 1,000 different ways: oral sex, manual sex, intercourse. If you're a woman and you want to do this during intercourse, you can do it while you're on top, and you can just put your hands on his shoulders and say, no, let me lead for a minute. And then you can do the same thing, and this kind of tease is a lot of fun. Here are the tips that really make this thing work. If you just do it robotically, mechanically, not that much fun, because like every technique, and you've probably heard me say this a million times, and I've said it a million times because it is so important, and so I'm going to say it for the 1,000,001st time. With all techniques, it's not what you're doing, it's who you're being while you're doing it. There's a way to do this that's playful and fun, and there's a way to do this that's sexy, there's a way to do this that's dominant, there's a way to do this that is loving. There are so many ways that you can do this that make it interesting and exciting, and none of them include being tentative, not sure, self-conscious, or just robotic. And that's really what, you know, my book Revolutionary Sex is all about, and my program Revolutionary Sex for Her is really decoding that little sentence. It sounds easy. Obviously there's a much larger conversation about that. If you haven't picked up the program for men or for women yet, do that, and you know, this stuff is all going to make a lot more sense. Of course, there's plenty of basic techniques in those books, advanced techniques in those programs. But that's not where the good stuff is. The good stuff really happens up here in the most powerful sex organ of all. So really remember that it's who you're being. It's bringing the fun and that little bit of a wink to teasing that makes it work so well to turn your partner on. And of course, the other thing is, you know, feel free to improvise. You really got to be with your partner on this, and don't make it just, again, you know, like, I've got to paint by the numbers. It's not a paint by the numbers thing. You might want to skip directly from 7 and 3 to 6 and 100. You've got to sort of feel your lover and figure out when they need a little more tease and when they need a little more action. And I think you'll be able to figure it out. And by the way, the figuring it out, that paying attention, that's where the fun is for you. So enjoy this. It's Alex from Revolutionary Sex. Go have fun teasing each other tonight in the bedroom. I'll talk to you again next week.